Welcome back, gang. We're going to be changing our garbage disposal. If you like these videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Enjoy the video. Take care. Badger 100, 1/3 horsepower, 99 bucks, rust resistant, 1 year. 1 year manufacturer warranty. 1 year. And you got the Moen, half horsepower, rust resistant, 3-year manufacturer warranty. Not bad. Plus it has a cord. These don't have cords. You have to take the old cord off, and if it's bad, you have to go pay 13 bucks for a new cord. This one has a cord, and it's 10 bucks cheaper than these. So this one's a half horsepower. It's what I have. This is what I have. This is the Badger 500. Rust resistant, 3-year manufacturer warranty, which is the same as this. But this is a high rust resistant. It says rust resistant. This is high rust resistant. But this one has a cord, so I don't have to take anything off. That's just a quick plug and play. Plus, these everything's the same. This is just the same. Boom, boom. So this should be a quick fix. So I think I'm gonna go with this Moen. All right, let's get this one. Leaking out the bottom, guys. Today we're gonna be replacing our garbage disposal, and we had a Badger 5. We're gonna be replacing it with this Moen GXP 15C, half horsepower. So it's got the same mounting bracket. You could possibly get away with just mounting this to the old bracket, and we might do that, or we might just take the whole thing off. Anyway, what you're gonna need for this is a screwdriver, long flathead screwdriver. In our case, we need a 10mm socket and a ratchet. That's what we're gonna use. Let's get to it. Okay, what we got here is a couple of bolts. So we have one right here, one on the other side, right there on the other side. And then you have one bolt right here that goes to this dishwasher drain. Okay? And then we have the mounting brackets for this that we'll have to take off. There are like 3 of them. Alright, so we're gonna take these off and take this off. Okay? Put this little metal device in here and pull it to the left. So what we're going to do is pull it to the left. See what happens? And it came off just like that. 6. You see right here on this thing, this is where the holes are. For you guys, this is what I do for you guys. That's it. That's our problem right there. Alright. Let's keep in mind that our holes are right here. And again, I'm going to drill this hole a little bit bigger so I can put a straw in there to pour some water down. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did something different. I got this my Roundup sprayer, so I could be under pressure, instead of a straw or just barely putting any water in there. So what I'm going to do is I made the hole bigger with the drill, and I did that for the purpose of I want to get this in there to where the water is only going through the spot where those little bitty holes were. I don't want it trickling down here or here. I want to make sure that the water was coming from just this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and to spray, and I'm going to spray some water down in here. And my towel, paper towel, should start getting wet. Let's see. No water is trickling down here or here. It's just going in the spot that I had it. And let's see if that was the main problem. Looks like my towel is getting soaked already. This was a job where you could not fix this situation without replacing it. And you'll see that it was dripping out of the bottom. See, there was no way of fixing that. All right, so we're gonna open the new one. It's a Moen. Okay, this is a clip that I was initially going to put the new one on the old bracket, which I did initially. But I'm just showing you this clip because it's a little bit clearer how it goes on the bracket. But I will be replacing that flange that goes onto the sink. But I'm just showing you this tool that it comes with, this little Allen wrench type tool. It'll be in the description, but I just wanted to show you this view of it because it's a little bit clearer than when I had the new bracket. So I will be changing the bracket. Okay, so let's go over this flange before we put it on. All right, so this is your flange. It's gonna go in there. This part obviously is gonna be on the bottom, but this part that we're gonna take loose is gonna go in the sink. So there's an old one underneath. Here's the new one, but I'm just gonna walk you through what it's gonna look like under there. So you're gonna loosen these underneath. Everything will start loosening up. So you just loosen them as far as you can go, and you'll start to feel some movement. Okay. All the way. So we'll go ahead and get all these all the way. Take it all the way out. You don't have to, but you can. So let's just go ahead and take them all the way out. Okay. So as you can see, it is released, but it's still on there, right? It's still on there. Okay, so the next part is, there's a ring right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ring right here all the way around, right? So you're gonna take a flathead screwdriver. When you're underneath there, you're gonna find the opening. There's an opening right there. Pop that ring loose like that. Pop that ring loose. You got it on the edge. You pop it off. Set that to the side. So all this stuff's gonna start falling. You can take this off. Set it to the side. All right. This will be able to pop up now. This will come up out the top. You'll have this ring underneath. It's probably gonna be disintegrated by now. And you'll have this bottom ring and it'll come off. So when you go and put it back on, you're gonna put putty around this edge, putty all around this edge, and you're gonna seat this in your sink. Push down all the way, and then we'll come back through, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna put this little ring on first. All right, and then what's next? We're gonna put this ring, all right? We're gonna come back, put this ring, all right? You're gonna come back and put your ring on. You're gonna put it in its groove. Put it on here, and you gotta snap it back into place. A little bit of a struggle. But you'll get it back on like that. And that's how it'll be. And then once you're underneath, you'll take your screws. Take your screws and you'll put them back into place like so. And once you tighten it up, this will be underneath. You'll just be tightening it up underneath. So
You'll tighten, tighten, tighten evenly. Try to do it evenly. So as you're tightening it, it pulls this down to where it's snug on that lip. That's what it's gonna look like, okay? Just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and take the old one out, and we're gonna put this new one back in. Okay, I'll say when you go underneath here, this is what I like to do, but I like to make a little mark, at least where your pins are lining up. And then that one's basically over here somewhere. If I got two of them, I'm good. What I'm doing is I'm making little marks to make sure this orientation is the right way. When I go to put my plumbing back in place, I want it all lined up perfect like this. When I lock it in place, I know my plumbing will line up. Okay, so the first thing to do is to loosen these bolts up, because you can't take this ring off, the ring that we took off earlier on the new one. You can't take this ring off until this is loosened. We're gonna loosen these up. And this thing will start spinning a little bit, so. Bolts are gone. Now we're gonna push this up. We're gonna find that lip. That lip's right here. We're gonna take it off. We took the ring off, as I showed you in the demo. I did take the ring off, and now this thing will come off. So this comes off. This part should start to come off. You just got to work it out. And then, maybe there. So we're gonna come down here, clean this crap off here. We're gonna come down here and clean this up. Be careful, because this has got a sharp. And then we're gonna get it prepped to seat the new one. So we'll take this old one out. I just took a wet paper towel and just kind of go across the edge, clean it up. Don't cut yourself. Don't stick your head on that. Don't stick your hand on that rim, because it's kind of sharp. But you can get something like a nickel or something to give it a little scraping. But you can see that it's coming off. Just don't stick your hand out in there. Not worth cutting yourself up over. Get some plumber's putty, and we'll roll out a little dough here. You know, you just need enough to get around the flange. So something like that, right? So here's your new flange. Okay. So what we're gonna do is put this around just like that. There'll be a little extra that pops up, but all right. Now here's the front. So we're gonna push this down. Keep pushing it. There's gonna be more that comes up. You just keep pushing it into place, okay? And we'll go underneath and do the rest. This is gonna go first, second, third, fourth, and then we'll put our bolts in place. Okay, so a reason why I did the demo is because I'm not sure how much of this I'm gonna get footage of, because I'm working with one hand here. So this would be pushed up first and snug into place. This ring's gonna go up. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and mounted that gasket, and then I pushed up this piece that we talked about first, and then I went ahead and mounted this one, and then right here where my finger is, I went ahead and put that little ring that you had to push on there as we did in the demo. So I did have someone up top push down because this flange that kept coming up. So you might need someone to push the flange down while you're trying to push on this ring. That flange might possibly pop up on you, and you might need someone to push it down. Now we're gonna line these up with these marks I made so that when I tighten it, the orientation will match when I go to put my garbage disposal on and when I go to get the plumbing lined up. So at this point, we're just tightening, getting it nice and tight. Just want to make sure it's nice and snug. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take all this excess off. And this fits on like so. There's a wrench. You can actually use these to turn it, lock it. There you go. I guess you didn't have to do that, make the mark, because you can actually twist it a little bit, but even so, it's good to have the orientation. So you have this little tool to help you turn it if you can't turn it by hand. I was lucky to be able to turn it by hand. Okay, this is a quick little note. You're gonna have to knock this little plastic piece out. Don't forget to knock out the little plastic piece if you have a dishwasher, because you have to have this little plastic piece out of the way for your drain. And then just mount everything back up. You'll be good to go. And that looks like poop, but nonetheless, it's going back in its place.